Today's video is all about a few favorites. These are things that I have actually wanted to talk to you about, and then I got sick. So I've had them sitting here and I have them all on my face today. Most of it is makeup. There are a couple of things in here that I had here in Buffalo that I'm not even sure that they still make them, but I still want to talk about them just in case. I suppose, I'm sure that 2 of the items are not available, but all of the others are. So let's get started, because I have missed yakking with you guys. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is a primer. I bought this a while ago, and it actually sat in the box, and I didn't think much about it. And then I saw it, and I said, oh, I need something for my pores, because what I was using, I ran out of. So I thought, okay, I bought this a while ago, so let's give it a try. I'm sure it's not going to be worth anything. This is pretty darn good. And what scared me about it is it's mattifying, but I'm only using it in certain areas, as you'll see. I'm going to put a clip in of me using the superstars that I'm going to be talking about today. And the first one is from Clarins. And this is their Instant Poreless Pore Blurring Mattifying Primer. This stuff is good. Very, very good. I take a small amount of it in my hand. I'm going to insert the picture right now. I take a small amount of it, I rub it in between my fingers, and you'll notice that I'm working mainly in my T-zone area. That is where most of my pores have decided to act like little bratty children. So, and you'll have to excuse me, I'm sitting in front of a window in my Buffalo room, and there's a driveway in front of me, so cars go back and forth, and if I close the blinds, it's too dark in here because I don't have the light setup that I have back home. So I do have the lights above me on, and I have the window open with a small ring light, but I don't have everything that I have in Buffalo. So just excuse me if I'm distracted looking like this, okay? Looking like my eyes are crazy or something. Anyway, pores acting like brats. So this primer I put just in my T-zone area, and notice that I'm pressing and just sliding down with it. I actually press into the pore area, and I think that's a mistake that a lot of us make. We just start rubbing it all over the place. You really want to concentrate it just where you need it, and then you press it in. And boy, oh boy, does this stuff really work nice. Now, I don't have a major pore issue. I just have little brats. They're not super big. Some people have larger pores. So I am speaking of, just minor pore areas, not major pores. But it's worth trying, even if you have, because it really, I don't know, it really surprised me. And it's mattifying if you're someone who really is into the mattifying. But I'll tell you, I am not someone who's into a mattifying primer, but using it correctly just in the areas that my pores are acting like brats and pressing it in, it is really working nicely. I mean, my skin really, it's looking mighty fine. Yeah. Skincare matters, my friends. Skincare matters. Okay, right. So the next product that I'm going to talk about, this product, I have ordered 2 more bottles of it. And I ordered, this is the Sun-Kissed. I ordered another Sun-Kissed, and I ordered the lighter version also. So I am just going to say, I am not even a huge fan of Chanel. You know that. I don't buy a lot of Chanel makeup. I don't buy any Chanel skincare. I mean, I have a couple of lip liners from Chanel that I like, but I don't run out and get every single Chanel blush. And I have some blushes. I have a few Chanel things. If I like it, I like it. But for the most part, I don't go crazy on it just because it's Chanel. This, my friends, run, don't walk. And I hope this is something that is permanent, but that's why I bought 2 more bottles, because you never know. This is from Chanel, and it is called Les Beiges Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. Now, in the first clip, I'm going to show you how I use this on its own. This is beautiful, my friends. I simply take a small amount of it in my fingertips, or on my fingertips, and I just touch it on the high points of my cheek, going right up to the temple, because the temples lose volume with age and you get that sunken look. So I like to highlight that area to help to bring that out, and then I bring it right up around my brow bone because I want to lift that area of my face. I will take a small amount of it down the bridge of my nose, little on the cupid's bow, and right on the chin. So those are all the highlighted. They help to lift the face, and I am telling you, this has the most beautiful glow. You can wear this all alone, mix it in with your moisturizer, and just have that sun-kissed look. It won't give you a tan or anything like that. It's not going to self-tan you or anything. It's just going to give you that youthful glow. I think this runs $48. I didn't even bat an eye buying more. Seriously, I love this. Now, there are a couple of drugstore options that I have that I also love, and one is from L'Oreal, and I've used it. It's in the tube for those who need something a little bit more budget friendly. It is beautiful. Finding the right, they have I think 3 or 4 shades of it. I think it's called the Lumi Glow Lotion by the Lumi. It is beautiful, beautiful mixed in with the foundation, beautiful mixed in with your moisturizer or your foundation. But I did have to come and talk about this one because I fell in love. I use it every single day, whether I have makeup on or not. Okay? Okay. The next way I use it is I take my Dior Forever Skin Glow, and this is the 2W. I take a pump and maybe a half pump in on the top of my hand or in your fingertips, depending on what you're going to do. If you're going to apply it with a brush, a sponge, top of your hand is fine, placing it on the areas of your face that you normally would, and then blending. I did it both ways. I wanted you to see, because there's another thing I'm going to talk about that I just saw, and I had left this in Buffalo and came back to Buffalo, was using it and said, holy smokes, I love this brush. So anyway, let's get back to this combo. So I take the Dior Forever Skin Glow in 2W, put a pump and a half on my hand, and then I take a pump of the Les Beiges from Chanel, put it in, and if I'm using it with another product, I will blend it on the top of my hand to make sure it's mixed nicely, and then place it on all the points of my face that I normally would, and I massage it in with my fingertips. It looks gorgeous just that way, but then I go back in to show you mixing this on the top of your hand, putting it on all the areas that you normally would. This Shiseido brush is fabulous. And you just go and you blend it. It reminds me of the oval ones. Oh, what are they called? I have them back home. Oh, they're very nice, but these give you such a flawless finish. This one's a little more affordable than the other line. I can't think of it. Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain, you know what. Anyway, this one here is beautiful. It's very dense, very soft, and it really blends nicely. So this, my friends, on its own or in the foundation is a winning combination. Just love it. So now my lip today, love this, love this. Now the lip liner I know is not available, but this is what I had here in Buffalo. This is Lure from MAC, and I'll go ahead and put it on my hand so you can see what this color looks like on its own. It's a peachy pink, but they discontinued it, but you can use anything. If you have something in NYX or LA Girl or any of your lip liners, this is the color tone you would be looking for. And this combination is new. Now I've had this for a while, but again, brought it with me, got sick, wanted to talk about it. This is from Christian Audette, and this is a new color, and it is so beautiful, my friends. It can go peach or pink. It is incredible. It is called Bare Nectar. To be honest with you, I think it's one of the most beautiful colors she has ever come out with. Now I'm a little sad because I got so excited when I got it, and it had sat outside in Florida because I got it in Florida, and it was a little soft, and I didn't think, and I went like this, and because it was soft, I broke it. I have so many Christian Audette lipsticks that are not broken. This one I broke. So I put it in the refrigerator and I try to savor. And I'm going to use it even if I have to use a brush. But this here is called Bare Nectar. It is beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to put a swatch of it on my hands. It's the perfect peachy pink. Now, if you like something a little bit with less color, a little more softened in the peach pink, you can wear the lip all on its own because it's beautiful. And I have used it with many different lip liners. I've used it even with Spice. I've used it with the Christian, the Lisa D1 lip liner. Nude Sandals. I've used it with Nude Sandals. It looks beautiful with Nude Sandals. And it really plays well with a lot of lip liners. And this is the lipstick on its own. It's so beautiful. It really is. And I was so worried I'm not going to be able to wear this with my white hair. It looks good, my friend. And then with the aquamarine, it just looks beautiful. I love it. All right, so that is the lip with the liner. And then this is the gloss. And this is called Ray. It is really pretty. I'll go ahead and put that right next to it. Now this has a lot more pink in it than the lipstick. And that's why it works so well, the combination all together. You can create such a beautiful, well, it's right there. That's proof. Proof's in the pudding right there. That's beautiful. But here it is on its own. And you can see it's a little pinker than the lipstick, but it's beautiful. So I wanted to share those. And I did ask Christian Audette for a code, and it's either Tammy 10 or 20, I'm not sure. I'll put it underneath. I think it's 10%. But every little bit helps these days. So I'm going to put that underneath, and everything I'm using will be listed and linked below for you. So I kind of jumped the gun. I went past, let me just wipe this off a minute. Hang on. Okay, so I kind of jumped the gun. I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to go back to the Chanel Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. If you'll remember, a couple videos back, I had tried a new TikTok trend where you use a highlighter and your concealer underneath your eyes. Well, I had used a different combination and it was a hot mess. And I said, I will never, ever do this again underneath my eyes. Well, I have to take that back. Never say never, my friends, because I do have to take it back. This is my Lancome Tint Idéal Ultra Wear, and it's number 250. I just take a very small dot of it on my fingertip, and then I went in, and I will insert a picture here so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and then I just take the smallest little pump of this, just enough to massage into the highlighter, and then I apply it underneath my eyes all the way up to the temple area because we want to make that look fuller. So I go up and all the way around and all the way on my eyelids. And my friends, it works. It's beautiful. So if you wanted to try that trend or you like the way this looks, this combination is beautiful. You can go ahead and try it. If the first time it looks like a hot mess like it did for me, try different things. Try the Lumi Glow. It may work really well with, but don't go crazy. Don't put a lot of it in. And for heaven's sakes, stay away from the glitter ones because that's not going to be a pretty sight. Now, I have Deep Hollows here, and I think the window light is changing it a little bit, but I think it's making me look a little younger and smoother. I'm not complaining, but you know, you guys know I have more wrinkles than this on my face. Anyway, try different combinations of things you already have. It may work very well for you. So this mascara, I wanted to come back. I have used this on and off for a while, and this is from NARS, and it is the Climax. I have to tell you, this is like one coat of mascara on my lashes. Now, I do use Revitalash daily, and I'll tell you, when I was so sick that I could hardly get up, I did the minimal skincare, but I did not miss a day of my eyelashes. Not a day of Revitalash because I really think there is something. I think that having your lashes in really good condition and longer, I really do think it adds a youthful look to the eye. So that Malumify. But anyway, love, I really do love this. It's the Climax. And now, I don't like the extreme, but this is just the regular. I really like it. I also wanted to mention, because the last time I talked about this, it was out of stock. Well, it is back in stock, and I'm going to put it underneath anyway, but if it's not back in stock on the website, it just means that Frisco Beauty has not received it yet, but she'll be putting it up very soon. And you can use the code Tammy20 anytime. But this Osmosis Nourish Avocado Facial Oil is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I use it with my gua sha. I use it in with moisturizers. I use it all on its own. And I actually have it underneath my foundation today because I wanted you to see that even though it's an oil, it does not interfere with how good your makeup can look on your face. It just has a really gorgeous feel to it. It has such a soft scent to it. It's not greasy. It just really, it would be great for massage. It would give you just the right slip. If you're somebody who uses the suction cups on your face, which serve a purpose, my friends. I do them all the time. They help with drainage. That was another thing. When I was sick, I had my steamer out. The first day I could actually sit up without my head feeling like it was going to explode, I had my steamer on, I was steaming, I was using my suction cup trying to do the drainage out of my face, get all that, whatever was going on out. I think I had the vid. I really do, because I had lost my taste and my smell. And I'm going to tell you, I learned something about taste, because I've never lost my taste before. As humans, if we cannot taste our food, our brain and stomach work very well together. They tell each other, I'm full. And because you can't taste it, you don't keep going. Because, you know, it's all part of the pleasure of eating and all the feelings and emotions that come with it and the look and just everything about it. You know, we taste it, it tastes so good. Nothing tastes as good as the first bite. But it just tastes so good, we keep eating even when we're full. When you have no taste, I could barely eat a piece of rye toast. Now, I know I wasn't feeling well, but I could easily eat 2 pieces of rye toast every day because I love rye toast and butter. But when I was not feeling well and not able to taste it, I couldn't. So anyway, getting back to the oil, you don't eat this, so tasting it is no big deal. It's beautiful, my friends. So this has come back in stock, and I honestly think if you are someone who does a lot of face massage, or you're in the gua sha or the cup, or just like to do a facial massage, or you prefer to wear an oil because it gives you a beautiful youthful glow, you might want to give the Osmosis MD Nourish a try. And you can use the code Tammy20. Now, these last 2 things I'm going to talk about, I actually had left them here in Buffalo, and you may be able to find this one. Not so sure about this one, but I want to share them anyway because you may have something that's similar to them. Now, this is from... I think this is Givenchy. This is Givenchy, yes. And I've had this for years. And this is the Prism, again, Visage. And this is in Happy Sun. And I forgot how much I love this. So I just wanted to share it. And it's just a little quad of color. And I just take a little brush, and very airy, loose brush. And I rub it in all 4 of them. And I just pounced on my cheek. And then I lifted it up. I didn't go on my temples, and I went up around. Now, when you have white hair, you have to be very careful that you don't go over your white hair, because that will turn it orange, okay? You don't want to do that. But I just mixed them around and just added them on, and then lifted it up and just put a little bit on my forehead. And then I took this brush and I just went to these 3, not the darker one, and then I just swept them over my lids. That's what I'm using for shadow today. So if you have a quad similar to this, this can serve as your bronzer, your blush, and your eyeshadow, because it has a multitude of colors. And then if you wanted, you could actually take an eyeshadow brush and just work it in. But I didn't. I just went in with this. So to brighten and lift just slightly, this I've had, and I love this. I loved it when I got it. And I think this was a limited edition, but this is the Cocoa Code, and it's the Harmony de Blush Blush Harmony. But maybe some of you have this sitting around and you don't use it. You just never really knew what to do with it. But this little thing is another one that you can use for blush. You can use it for eyeshadow, and you can use it for highlight. So what I did is I took the same brush and I just went back and forth on the pinky and the gold, and then I just touched it high on the cheekbone, and it just gave me a beautiful lift to my cheekbone. And I did the same thing on the other side. And then I just went in with, and I forgot how much I love this. This is the Real Technique powder brush. I went in and I just softened it slightly, and it's just beautiful. But then I went in and I went back and forth into the gold and the more tan. And I went more on the eye for this, just to give myself a nice eyeshadow look. And I just thought it was beautiful. Now this one here, of course, you can go in and tap and just touch it right underneath your eyebrow bone. And it just gives a nice little highlight, lifts the eyebrow up. And then you can also just put a touch of it right here, and it just brightens up. And that is what I have on my face, and that's just a few favorites that I have been wanting to share with you. These two actually, they weren't part of the plan because they were in Buffalo and I didn't know about it, but the other things I made sure to bring with me so that we could talk about them and I can share them and maybe get you excited, because I think the foundation gives, it's just a beautiful combination, my friends. And then if you have these hanging around or something very similar, just to give you an idea. All right, my friends, so let me know if you have something like this laying around and you're going to try it. And you may have this already and you may have your foundation, but you never thought to put the two of them together. It is a beautiful combination. And the Osmosis MD oil back in stock. Hopefully it's back up on Frisco Beauty. If it is, Tammy 20 will get you 20% off. All right, friends, so that is it. Everything will be listed and linked below for you. I'm so happy to be back. I'm not 100% yet. I still have a lot of earaches, and I have a little bit of sinus going on, and I seem to get more headaches, but I'm just ignoring it all and moving on. I'm actually starting to exercise a little bit. I wasn't even able to walk Lula. I mean, I'm somebody who can walk 4 or 5 miles in 4 or 5 miles a day. And I have worked to pick up. I've got myself up to 1.5 miles. Today, Lula and I did 1.5 miles, and I was very happy. But my head was pounding the whole way. But we just must plow through, my friends. And, of course, I will nap if my body says I need to nap. All right? All right, I'm so happy to be back, my friends. I truly am. On your way out, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the bell. I love having you all as ageless beauties. Until the next time, my friends, you go out in the world and be lovable. And remember, it is okay to love our age. Yes, it is. I love you all. Bisous.